Hey, there I am. Oh, bet. We're gonna bet later. We'll see. We'll see. What do you do for a living?
You know, I'm a housewife.
Just like steady Eddie. Table full of some loosey-goosey VIPs. What does it mean?
It's like kind of big, yes.
Here, you want to call? How about this? You're gonna face 9x pot on the river. Would you like that? Huh? Do you like that, buddy?
Buzz a beat to do it all now, top corner life. All in, lit the fire when you doubt it, now I'm all in. Put me with the best, bring the stars in. Undefeated mode, no falling.
Well, good morning, everybody. It is officially time for the $250,000 Triton Invitational. This is the gear for the day. We're going with the GG hat. Of course, we got this. Probably we'll take this off as we walk outside because it's, you know, thick and whatever. We're going with these other golfy stretch pants and the comfy shoes. And we'll do a walk-in video right now. Let's get right to it. All right, people, let's do the walk-in video of the $250,000 Invitational. As I said, what the heck is it? Okay, I'm gonna give you a little explanation of what this event is. So this event is a $250,000 buy-in. However, you don't just get to play, right? If you're a professional, you don't just get to play. This is sort of like part of a bigger conversation of where, you know, especially successful businessmen have realized they have all the leverage. You know, a lot of professional poker players we've, over the years, said, we need this. How about this? Just, you don't have any leverage. You're the ones who make money. The guys who provide, they get the final say. But Triton figured out a really good way to sort of balance the field for these high rollers and actually make for a really juicy event that levels the playing field a little bit, but not in such a way that's so ridiculous. So what do? All right? Well, first of all, like I said, if you're a pro, you don't just get to play. Businessmen, or those considered VIPs, they can play, and what they get to do is they get to invite a professional poker player. And often what happens in these situations is there'll be some sort of a deal or an offer, you know, hey man, I'll invite you if, right? Because they understand these are, you know, smart people. So maybe they do like a swap, 30%, or buy a piece of the action, I don't know, whatever it is. Everybody has their own different deals and stuff like that. So then once a pro is picked, that team goes into the thing. Today, I believe we have 98 players, which is 49 on each side, which means day one, the VIPs will play amongst themselves for the entirety of the day. All right. And then on day two, and then the pros play against just the pros, as was last year. On day two, everybody gets together. Now, typically what you're going to see is as you're getting close to the bubble is because of that setup, the VIPs are more likely to have big stacks, right? Because pros are going to be in a tougher spot, harder to build chips against really good players, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a couple strategic ideas you can have on day one. Either A, you just want to get through it, you know what I mean? And like, you know, not play any big pots or whatever, or you can go ham, it's up to you. The other thing they do, which is another nice wrinkle, they think of a lot of the things, is if you bust as well, here's the deal. First of all, as VIP, you can do 2 re-entries if you want, 2. As a pro, you only get 1. That once again ensures the quality of the ecosystem of the field, right? So it's not overrun by pros who are just rebuying and stuff. In addition to that, if a pro busts, they have within 1 hour to buy in. So, because their late reg is open till I think the end of the day or something, so you can't just like bust level 2 as a pro, buy in at the end, and then, you know, get a table with the VIPs on the next day. So I think I explained that pretty well. Last year we went with a pretty strong limp strat. Strong. It's weird to say strong and limp at the same sentence, but it's true. We went with a limp strat, and I like it. I looked at my table today. It's obviously a tough table. Everybody's a professional. I have some ideas, and you know, ultimately one of the reasons I use a limp strat deep, well, a lot of reasons, but mainly I'm very comfortable in it. Like, I feel like I've not studied necessarily with solvers, but studied the flow of how it plays in these limp pots more so than everybody else at the table. So why wouldn't I? You know, why wouldn't I engage in a sort of meta that I'm comfortable in? And that's what we're going to do. From early positions, almost exclusively under the gun 1, probably be limping. Might have some late position limps as well. Maybe even some button limps. We'll see. We're going to have some raises too, and we're going to vary the sizes. keep them on their toes. And at the same time, we're just going to play in flow. Listen, you get 300 big blinds. As I've said before, part of the limp strat, part of the idea is 300 big blinds. I don't care that much about winning the big blind. That's too big. It doesn't increase my stack very much. So fold equity, pre-flop, I just don't care that much. That's why I'm happy to limp, see flops, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, we're gonna, jump in here, see what the table's given me. But again, not looking to make it a penis measuring contest. You know what I mean? Or whatever other. I think there's, I don't know, Kristen's at my table too. So what do you use in front of that? Use a I don't know, man. What do you say instead of a dick measuring contest when there's a woman? I don't know. I can't think of it. What's up, Brandon? Hey, how you doing? So I was trying to think of a way to just explain, like, I'm not going to get into a dick measuring contest today, but then Kristen's at my table, so that doesn't work. I was thinking of a way to kind of encapsulate all of it. For those that don't know,
You call it an ego measuring contest.
Ego measuring contest. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'll leave Brandon to that. Because he'll be in there sticking his fingers in their throats, going, "Here, you want to call? How about this? You're going to face 9x pot on the river. What do you like that? Huh? You like that, buddy?" That's Brandon Wilson. When you're in a pot with him,
Hey guys.
crazy shit may happen. All right.
Go.
So, off we go. Day one. Let's do it. An early look at the festivities before we begin. That's Mr. Nick Schulman. We got Archer in this 2-seat, Mr. Jesse Lonis, Adrian Mateos. Who do we have over here?
Kristen Foxen.
Oh, Kristen Foxen. And then we got the guy who told me he's going to bluff every single hand. And I already called. We don't have cards yet. He bet I call. What do you got? I'll play the board. All right. So, in all seriousness, looking at this table, I've decided, I just get a feel, right? I think what I'm going to do, level one, is I'm going to actually go pretty conservative, pretty passive, pretty careful. Sort of get a vibe for what's going on. I'm not looking to, really, genuinely what I said before, I'm not looking to get into worry just yet. So I'm actually going to let the game come to me completely for the first level and then see what's available, right? Again, even if you fold the entire hour, you have 300K, you're going to have 300 big blinds, you're going to have 285. That's fine. So we're going to play pretty close to the vest. No crazy tricks in level one. We will keep them for when they matter. So I feel comfortable. I feel calm, relaxed, tranquilo. All right, I wasn't involved in this hand, but second hand of the tournament, it was pretty insane. We have Dejan here who made it 2,500. Archer calls the big blind. I'm 6, 7, 8. Check, check. Turns a 6. Archer leads 2,000. This gentleman makes it 7,000. Archer makes it 24,000. This gentleman calls. River's a 10. 40,000. 125. All in. Tank. Call. Pocket 8s. We don't know yet. Or we won't know. But that's 300 big blinds on hand number 2. So these guys play. I already knew he plays hard, but I don't know. I don't know what he had. I think he had a 6 because he said at one point he's either got 8s or 9-10, which is the bluff. Which, I don't know, man. All right. And then I busted him in a small when he had ace-10 with 5K left. I had ace-jack. So we're ahead. Yeah. All right, we're on the first break here. We played 2 50-minute levels, same blinds, 300 big blinds deep. And as I told you I was going to do, one part I told you I was going to do, I did, which is play very, very tight. Secondarily, I did not limp at all. I went with raises instead. One, I had ace, queen, O, raise under the gun. But I did play very tight, and I'll tell you how. There are some spots I didn't 3-bet. I did 3-bet one hand so far where Mateos raised cut off. Excusez-moi. Hey, I'll be with you in a moment. Hey, there I am. And Fox and Kristen called the button. I made it 17-5 off 12-5 with ace-king from the big. And really didn't play a lot of pots, like I said, but I maneuvered well, and I'm up to 391, which is good, right? Start with 300. Stayed out of trouble, obviously. A couple hands. Let's go over them. Okay? First one. 1K big blind, as I said, but we're 300 deep. Mateo's 2,500. I'm in the big blind with king 10. 10. Comes king 7 with 2 hearts. Check call 2K. Turns the 5 of hearts. Check, check. River's a 10, I make the nuts. Now what? Right? Well, I'm not going to show up here with what bluff would I have here? If I had a bluff, what would make my bluff? Not a lot, is there? Really not a lot of bluffs here. So when there's not a lot of bluffs, you don't really get the right to value bet huge. But what you can do sometimes is you can induce. And against a player like Adrian, he's going to go for thin value. Like, he's not going to dog it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking if he has like ace 10, he might raise me on the river if I bet small. That's what I did. I bet 2,000. He insta-called, and I won that pot. But you understand the logic, right? Like, because I can't really have nothing, like what's the nothing? I check called king, king, 7, 2 hearts. Turn is a 5 of hearts. But what are the 2 cards that I could check call with that don't connect in some way with that board? So what I'm doing with that bet is I'm representing, like, I could have a 7, I could have some ace highs, you know, whatever, small bet, and I could also have what I did. Let's look at the next one. All right, against this one against Mateos again, raising under the gun to 2,500. Danny Tang calls. I'm in the hijack with ace king of hearts. It's a 3-bet, right? I decide this hand plays pretty well post flop. I'm going to play a little tricky, small ball poker. I just flat the hand. Okay. Now the flop is 10-5-3, 2 diamonds and a heart. Mateos continues for 3K. Tang folds. I have 2 overs. I have potentially the best hand, and I have a backdoor flush draw. I call. Turns a jack of diamonds, completes the flush. He checks. I thought about it for a minute, and I decide not to bluff at it. Now the river is the queen of diamonds, so I make a straight, but there are 4 diamonds on board, right? Now Adrian bets 18,000, okay? So here's the thing. I thought about it. I'm like, okay, he could have the ace of diamonds, right? He could have an ace of, but he can also have like potentially like 9s with the 9 of diamonds. Like he's good enough to value bet a small pair and a flush. But he's also, if he, let's say he has a hand like 7s or 8s, he knows it's no good as played, like I have a 10. But if I don't have a diamond, which he's going to factor in, I call the raise, a lot of my hands are going to be suited combos rather than offsuit. So if I have a suited combo that paired the 10, that means I don't have a flush. I can never have a flush. So if he has like 6s or 7s with no diamond, it's a good spot to bluff me off that hand, and it's going to work 100% of the time. So as a result, you know, I thought through it, and I made the call because I know he's good enough to be bluffing there. And he had 2 6s with no diamond. So we won that pot. Again, staying out of trouble. We'll see how it plays out, but we've abandoned the limp strategy. We're just going to play normal poker for now. Yeah, and that's about it. Okay, I'm going to go pee now. Not that you needed to know that.
Yeah.
Okay, Danny, you're going to have to explain this to the people.
No, because now no.
You want to apologize to who?
No, I'm not doing this. Not on camera.
To the other masseuse?
I'll get so fed up with the keyboard warriors, you know.
No, you're fine. Don't worry. It's fine.
No.
So you did this, right? You said, hey, like, peace.
So
peace
a camera was facing at me.
Uh-huh.
And in my head, I wanted to do this.
Yeah, peace.
But then I did this.
Okay. And that means
not
something.
a gang sign, but... And then, not RC. Yeah, and then her reaction was like...
Just in the UK.
Suddenly, I don't know, but then I'm from UK too. So I should know better.
You know that's a bad thing?
But then I've been away
So that's a bad thing?
Yes,
in the UK.
Kind of.
What does it mean?
It
like
kind
this?
of... Yes.
Okay. Right.
Yes, basically the same thing.
Okay.
Now she's left angry, and it's apparently my masseuse boss.
Okay.
So I might get charged double.
Yeah, he's preoccupied now. He wants to apologize.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
You didn't feel like I was giving you the no, right?
It's like the cool sign, yeah? Like,
Yeah. You know how like you take pictures like it's the same thing, like, but I just did it double.
I know, I do like that or like that, yeah.
So all is good now? You can play poker? We had to stop the whole tournament for this, by the way, because he had to apologize. Every table was paused.
And then she told me that you're from UK too.
Yeah,
It kills me.
it kills you.
Yeah.
But don't worry about it, I don't take offense,
Thank you.
it's fine.
All right, Danny.
Good luck.
Okay, you can play now. Everybody can play now.
Okay, I'm back. You guys are dead.
The conscience is clean.
All right, so you know how I said the other field, they're going to have revenge or chip stacks or whatever. Well, take a look right now. We're into level 4 of the top 5 stacks. You're going to notice that none of them are on the pro side. And that's kind of the advantage that they have. And so it's not surprising. You'll see a lot more gambling, a lot more splashiness, on the pro side. You're going to see, much more solid, careful play. Everybody wants to just still be alive to make it day 2, so then they have a chance. Yours included, yours truly. I mean, I've been playing very snug. like I said, I came in with a strategy this morning, adapted to what I felt was right, and we're going to go with it for now. But we always have other tricks on deck if need be. So nothing interesting to report as far as hands go. Haven't gotten any trouble. Staying clear of it. Can't get in trouble when you fold. I mean, right? All right, 374,000 through 2 levels. Absolutely nothing to report from that. Just really playing about as nitty as I can. And I think it's the right play. Everyone else seems to be going with a similar strat at our table. And we're going to move over to the TV side now. Maybe, I don't know if they're streaming or what, but going to continue to go with what's working. You know? Tight is right. All right, we got 377.5. Pretty steady, man. Pretty steady. First decision I had, and I folded within a second and a half. That was like any real possible decision. And I'll tell you about that. But first, you don't mind, right? I got to use the bathroom. So I'm going to use the bathroom. I'll come back. I'll tell you about it. Nothing crazy, but I was already committed to folding if, yeah, I'll tell you in a second. All right, the hand just happened right before the break here, so I'll tell you about it. I'm in under the gun 1, 2,500 big blind, only a 1K small blind. So with a 1K small blind, that makes the big blind defend less often in theory, right? So I make it 7K, which is kind of important by the river. I make it 7K under the gun 1, king, queen offsuit, no spade. Danny Tang calls in the big blind. The flop is king 7-5 with 2 spades. He checks, I bet 6,000. He calls. Now the turn is a 7. This is a very, very good card for the big blind to lead. 7s hit his range a lot more. It's very solver based. You know, so I expected him to bet here. I just didn't know what size he's going to come with. But I expect him to bet here a lot. Whether he's got draws, whether he's got a king, whether he's got a 7, whatever. He bets 14K. So naturally I have an automatic call. No point in raising. I mean, I guess you could theoretically raise. I don't know why, but to like show down on the river or whatever. But anyway, we call. There's a 10 of spades, so the flush gets there. He bets 43,000, and as he bet, my hand would hit the muck just around the same time. And why did my hand hit the muck so quick? Well, number one. Okay, so his value is what? His value is a 7. His value is a flush that just got there, full houses. It's not a king. He doesn't just have like king deuce suited. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be a king X. It's going to be, you know, like I said, those hands. Now, what are the bluffs? Well, on king 7-5, the hands he could peel with are like 6-8, 8-9, offsuit with a spade. Right? Blocks the flush, whatever. You know, he could have 6-8, 8-9 without the spade, you know, without a spade and bluff it. But obviously, the ideal candidates would be those hands. And there's just a reasonable number of combinations of that. So, you know, I'm sure in theory you could probably make some squeeze. Probably if you have the king, queen of spades, maybe you call, and without it you don't. But I just decided already that I almost folded. I wanted to fold the turn. I had a bad feeling about how it was going to play out. But anyway, can't play based on all bad feelings to play out. So I folded, and what do we got, like 370 something still, just like steady Eddie. Steady Eddie, 4 more levels for the day. Then we combine. That's what everybody's really waiting for here. Hold your chips, hold your stack, bring it into day 2. See if you can catch a lucky table full of some loosey-goosey VIPs. All right, we're going to give you a little synopsis of the discussion that we've had at this table right here. Adrian Mateos was asking the question. We were discussing who's a bigger favorite, a VIP over there. And then this one butted in and said I should be a VIP. So I asked her what she did for a living.
A lot of people say I'm very bad.
Yeah, what do you, I know, right.
Right? I have a lot of like negative comments.
I've read some of the things they think. So what do you do for a living?
You know, I'm a housewife.
Oh, your husband plays poker?
Sometimes
How
my
cute.
husband plays poker.
That's
yes.
adorable. All right, yeah, you're in. Okay, VIP, here we go. No, she's baked in.
Right?
Well, that's like reading mean tweets. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably have a lot.
I probably could.
I probably got more though.
I
guarantee I got more. Check my comment section once in a while.
I've been tagged in yours.
Yeah. So we've decided that a pro has the biggest ROI, not a VIP. But I think it's close. Again, you look at the top 5 over there, all VIPs. And Nick Schulman, commentator du jour, That could be. You have a job. You could have been VIP.
I guess day 2 table draw is very important.
That helps. Yeah.
Need to run good with it.
All right, we are going on break. Last break of the night. I got 351.5. So you notice my chips have not fluctuated much at all, but they're above starting, which is all we need here. Play cool and careful. I've run one bluff today. Okay, that's it. Not even a bluff c-bet. What's up, champ? Are we rebuying? This is my partner right here. This is my partner right here.
My hero.
He made a bad call. Queens against kings. Womp womp. But on to the next. Get him next bullet. All right, I'm hanging tough. Okay. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, you know, this is Louise, my friend.
What's up, Louise? How you doing?
How are you?
Good to see you, man.
Chris.
Hey, Chris.
I met
how
you a
you
long
doing?
time ago.
Well, yeah.
You're looking tan, man.
I'm doing the vlog.
You hang out on the
now.
beach?
I just golf every day.
Dude, you look good.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I gotta go pee.
Good luck.
Okay, and tell the people what's going on. What was I just saying? So yeah, run one bluff today. Just one bluff. I didn't even see bet. I've only only one bluff. But you know what? I can't tell you what the bluff was because it gives away too much information. But it was a spot where there's like no bluffs. So I took a bougie. It was just bougie, sexy, but nothing crazy. It wasn't crazy. It's just logical, Recognized that I had one of the hands that makes sense with, and I could represent a hand that made sense, and blah, blah, blah. And I did that, okay? So 2 more levels, go back to the room, eat, we're gonna keep it slow and steady to the end. All right, good work. This table's playing the very last hand of the night. I folded a hand that I maybe could have played. Hey, there's my guy. What's up, buddy?
I'm your guy.
I asked him a question on the AMA, and it was a very good, thorough answer. I appreciate it. If you want to check it out, where do we find it?
The A-Man, right?
It's still there.
Yeah. Yep.
Look at this guy in the documentary, the whole deal. Yeah, good one to learn from, too. He knows what he's talking about. He's pretty smart.
Thank you.
Pretty smart. Sometimes.
Rarely, but
Yeah. So, all right. Let's talk a little bit about the end here. I got 421 to finish today, which is good work. Very happy with it. Like really ideally, I was just trying to get through with my stack. For the first time, about 2 hands ago, I dipped to under 300. And then Ponikov's raised 12K minimum. I called right next with 8-9 spades. Danny Tang called from the big blind. Flop was 9-6 deuce, 1 spade, 1 heart, 1 blank. Check to me, I bet 20. Danny raises to 60. A little worrisome. Turn is the queen of hearts. He checks. I go for 75 here. It's the last bet I'm putting in. And he thinks for all he calls. River's a queen, so I have queens and 9s and 8. He checks. I'm like, I got some showdown value. I check. He had the 6-4 hearts. So he turned the flush cup pair 6. We won that one. And then just like the last hand, I'm going to tell him this. So the last hand I played, I raised under the gun. Okay? I had king 10 of spades. This gentleman calls in the big one. He's like, I can't believe you folded that. Then comes Jack 10, check, 8K, 1, right? He calls. Turns an 8, check, I check. River's an 8, he fires 40,000, right? So now you're dissecting the bluffs. The main one is king 9 here. I have a king, so I blocked a little bit of that. Also, this guy, I forgot about this until after, but the deuces, 3s, 4s, all that stuff, right? The problem is that 8 is a very bad card because the 8-9 that peeled, the 7-8 that peeled, the queen 8 that peeled, he's betting an 8. You're not going to check an 8. I don't know what he had, but it's okay. This is a bluffer too, remember? The guy from the last year bluffs all the time. You had a bluff? Okay, well, good for you. Congratulations, my friend. Anyway, we folded because we played nitty today. Tomorrow we play... Which one? Deuce 9. King 9, see? That's the thing, but I blocked it because I had the king. If I have ace 9 or, whatever. Anyway, it is what it is. So that's the end of the day, guys. Very uneventful, but we're very happy to have more than we started with. So we'll move on to day 2, and we'll see what the table draw looks like. It's going to be better than what we had today. That's for sure. Peace, y'all. Till tomorrow. All right, hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. The day is not quite done yet. I got something exciting to do for me, especially.
Very exciting for you. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
but you tell.
Wyndham Clark is here, okay? He was playing over there. He came 5th. So we're going to do, me against him, well, obviously golf is my thing. We're going to do a chip-off, I believe. Now, they've got a club. It's apparently a 64 degree. I hit a 60. And the thing is that's where we're going to land it, right on that table. And we're going to be all the way over here. My concern is, because I hit it high, is these ceilings. I feel like from here to here, I missed it. Okay, from here to back there, I'm going to have to chip it, land it on there with a 64. I've never hit a 64. I've only hit 60s. But we'll see. Wyndham should be here soon. And it's me against him. He's a professional golfer, so it's probably close. You know, we'll see. We'll see when he gets here. The man, the myth, the ledge. I'm vlogging you if that's okay,
yeah,
buddy.
it's
Look
all
at
good,
this is
it's
the
all
champ. I watched Full Swing Golf. That was so awesome, man.
Wow.
You're good.
Well, so are you.
No, I'm at putting. You know, I'm like one of the best putters in the whole world.
I doubt that.
We'll bet. We're gonna bet later. We'll see.
I would
We'll
love
see.
Where
So
do you
I've been
do
trying to tell him you can't flop this thing.
can't
He says
flop
hit a
it.
flop shot over here with the people here in the
Should
table.
we hit a practice shot?
This feels high risk.
Look at this thing. This thing
Okay.
is...
Yeah, this is not.
What even is
You
this?
cannot. He's
This
hit a
is-
flop.
This is Golf Channel
Yeah.
infomercial at 1
I think
a.m.
the only shot we got is to hit it off the back thing and have it roll on the table. But you guys are all in danger, by the way.
Maybe we should go up one.
Everybody's in danger in this area. I'm gonna do a chip off onto that thing with this. Look at this thing. I can't hit this
A
club.
chip off.
This is not a 60 degree. This is ridiculous. You're in a bad spot for sure.
She knows it.
All right, I can't believe we're doing this because these people. He's a pro. He's safe. Let's see if. So we got a practice shot.
Oh, but this is
This is not pro level.
alien sport. I've never heard of it.
Okay. So he's hitting.
Hold on 1 second. We're gonna probably move these guys out of the way after,
Yeah, we might need to move him.
just in case. But the odds are that you end up there.
End up on the table.
All right, is this a practice one?
Do we get one practice?
We got to get a practice one. Because I don't even know how to hit this club.
You think you're gonna win?
No.
No, you don't have to. I just need to swing.
Yeah. He's taking a big swing.
All right, one practice.
Practice shot. Oh, that was high. That was high. It was just practice.
What I gather, they're going to try to hit the ball into the circle. That circle.
Onto the table.
Onto the table. Okay, onto the table. Even better.
That was good.
No problem.
Yeah, good idea. Wouldn't be out of your fucking mind. Unless you wanted to retire, you can hit the head.
It's not America. I can't get a loss to receive one out.
Why? Let everyone clear out.
All right, so I don't know if you saw it, but Wyndham, he hit it, and then I hit it. But this is a goofy club, right? So I hit him right, and then he's like, because I opened the face with a 60, but this thing is a big chunky thing. So he gave me a tip. He said, "Don't open the face because it's already like thing." And then I hit one closer, a little long, but I could have made that shot. You know, give me my clubs. I should have went upstairs and got mine, or had my caddy. Where was Christian, huh? For the big match. Anyways, that was fun. That was fun. Yeah. Okay. Now dinner, bed. See you tomorrow.